How's the show going?
It's great. Everything's worked out. Labrador Passage is a film that has really three parts to it. One part is the historical background, historic story of Mina Hubbard and her expedition across Labrador in 1905. This is a pretty famous story. Started with her husband attempting the same trip. He made a few mistakes, went on the wrong river, kept pushing, tried to retreat back to civilization, ended up starving to death. And the two companions he was out with barely made it back alive. Back in the States, Mina's grieving, she's upset, and then she gets in her mind, I want to go up to Labrador, I want to do this trip. So that's kind of the very brief overlay of the story. Also involves a love affair, perhaps, competition with the other man, and so Brenda and I, we tried retracing this trip, which is absurdly difficult, using historic equipment that they would have in 1905. So cedar canvas canoe, beautiful, really heavy. Canvas packs, beautiful, very heavy. And baker's tent, just like Bill Mason, because who doesn't want to be like Bill Mason? Turns out Bill Mason was a pretty tough dude, and way tougher than a guy who's used to nylon tents. So the movie focuses on our expedition, the historic expedition, and then also the craftsmen and women who made our stuff. LabradorPassage.com.
So you're at Real Paddling Film Festival.
Real Paddling Film Festival and Water Walker right now.
So if you're at those festivals and they're not showing the film, yell, I want to see the film because this man almost died.
Where's Labrador Passage?
Well, last year, I had to leave early for...
You had a flight issue.
Yes, I had a flight issue. And this gentleman became Kevin Callan from my last show. And he had a lot of people.
Yeah.
And we're quite worried this year because he did his own thing. How was it?
We did very well. We had standing room only. Did an equipment
No, wait
show.
a minute. Standing room only. How big was the room?
It was a closet. We did an emergency kit, preparing the perfect OSH emergency kit. We had about 70 people in there. For a safety presentation, we were thrilled. So we did Canoecopia, we did the Quiet Water Symposium, and yeah, so it's we're getting the word out. It's going great. John Van Berriger is my real name. Not Kevin Callan is actually what I put on my name tag last year. Hey, can I say hi to Canada?
Oh yes.
Hi Canada.
It seems for some reason I've had a lot of Americans in the States saying, can I live in your backyard? Oh, John, he butted in the line just to talk about his experience being me last year. Oh no, that's not the reason. He wants to talk about some thing he's starting up, which is really good to talk about, and he wanted to refill his refreshment. I know, Kevin. I was Kevin last year.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about actually is this shirt, The Outdoor Kind. And we're a new company, a family-owned business, and what we're doing is we're putting together outdoor apparel, and we're selling it to raise funds for first responders in North America, so on both sides of the border. So police, fire, search and rescue, anybody that helps people out in rural and wilderness areas. So, we don't see these people a lot when we're out paddling, hopefully, but if something happens, they've got our back. So what we want to do is make sure that we can help them out. So that's what we're doing, and that's kind of the point of why we're going out to all the shows right now.
Cheers. Cheers.